All right, welcome back. So, we're gonna move on to the next scene here. What happened last time? Blake and Andre, they found themselves at a market where there was a wild cow that got loose, and Blake was able to herd it back into the cages, or where it came from, whatever you call that. I'll just say open cage for now. And so I was looking at this chart here, and you know, the excursion counters and all that, and here you have the different columns. Well, I think what happens, and this is what I figured out. And it gets to here. Are you fighting? No, we weren't. Clear the encounter. So minus an excursion size. So clear the encounter. Is your excursion size 1? No. And then it has you go all the way back up here and do another encounter. So I can roll an encounter from this list down here, and notice it corresponds with this right here. Now, to make things interesting, because I think it would be normal for somebody who's the owner of that cow to come up, that mutated cow to come up and kind of say something to our characters. I'll pull a mythic card from the pack to my right, and just to make things extra interesting. All right, so let's see what happens next. So we're going back up to the encounter again, and using this chart up here, encounter, roll a d12. Here we go. Let me roll that again because it almost went off the table. This is why you have one of these, for a small little space. Or I could roll it on my drawbridge roller, but I'm not gonna. I want to keep everything one shot here. One shot, one kill, 8. So 8, that gives us obstacle 7 to 9. Another obstacle. What obstacle is that? And I roll a d6. Let's see what kind of obstacle is on this excursion encounter in the market. Another 2. Alright. Let's see. Erratic surfbot demands your reason for entry. Okay. So that could be the NPC. And again, we could look at this chart. Did you meet an NPC? Yes. Roll 2d6 on reactions. And the reactions are right here. So, I won't draw a card for Mythic since this chart's kind of doing the work this time for me. And it's an NPC. I'll just say Blake and Andre. Well, since Blake is the lead character, I'll have him say, "We're looking for a man, and it was a postal worker that went AWOL not so long ago, yesterday, I believe. Isn't that right?" And he looks at Andre. "Yes, we are looking. Did you see one pass through here?" And let's see what the robot says and see how it reacts. D12. Alright, now it's starting to go a little bit smoother. $12. Ooh, that could be really good or really bad. We'll see. And it is hostile. Which is suspicious. Okay? So it's hostile. So it's more than unfriendly. It's hostile. So it starts going crazy. I'll just use my imagination. It starts, the eyes start going red. All these weird bebop sounds start coming out of it, and starts repeating itself, and it's ready to fight, I would say. Are you fighting? I would say yes, since it's hostile. So here we go. 2d6 on enemy actions each turn. Roll 2d6 on enemy actions. Okay. So if I had a cool, what would be a cool token for the robot? I don't have anything, since I don't do a lot of sci-fi. What I could do, I could use this humanoid kind of token. And you could say, well, that could be some form of robot. It could be really anything that's humanoid. And this thing is about to attack us, which is a shame. And I'm going to have to roll some stats for this guy here. And roll 2d6 on reactions. 2d6 on reactions. So let's see. Well, I already rolled the reactions. It's hostile because I rolled the d12. I'm supposed to roll 2d6. Oh well. Roll 2d6 on enemy actions. So 2 enemy actions. Here we go. Each turn. I forgot who goes first. Let me take a look at the combat situation here in the PDF. Alright, let me look at my cheat sheets here that I wrote, since I can't find the initiative order here. So this isn't a gunslinger. So if it was a gunslinger, we would have a duel, but it's not a gunslinger, so it's just a regular fight. Okay, I think you just go into it. I don't even think that enters in. So attacking and defense, gun attacks bypass defense, reducing grit. There's a duel. Each side rolls hard. If one side fails, winner hits. Both fail. Yeah, but see, this isn't a duel. Alright. Okay. Well, let's do this the old-fashioned way. We'll roll d6s until I can figure out who goes first. Will be the blue and the robot will be the red. And since this is like a game about who rolls lower, the lower one wins. So the robot goes first. It's 3. And let's see here. Let me see if the robot is actually in the bestiary. So I'll go out to near the back of the book, and I know they probably do have something like this. Okay, so I came up with some stats. I rolled the 3d6s for each stat for Andre. And what I put together, he's kind of a big guy with a lot of heart. Medium, not the fastest. And he's got some grit. And I got Blake's stats from his card, and I looked up the robot, the surf bot, which the stats are in the bestiary in the back. These are the stats, and I called it. It's kind of a bot that's on the fritz. That's kind of going nuts. So that's good. That it worked really well. So, and I made a mistake. So, not that it's a bad idea to do the D6 initiative when you're in doubt, but what you're supposed to do is roll under the decks. So, how about let's do it that way instead. So, and the gunslinger goes first. He always goes for it first unless he is surprised. So I got to roll under a 14. And this would have, the surf bot would have to roll under a 3. So the red will be me, the black will be the surf bot. Yeah, oh, I do it. And he goes first. Or they go first. Well, he goes first. I could roll, let me see, I could roll for Andre. He's got to roll under an 8. Nope. So it's Blake, the robot, then Andre. Okay. I'll just say Andre has a simple regular pistol revolver, though he's not a gunslinger. Okay. Surfbot. All right. So he's gonna get his revolver out, and he's gonna take a shot, and it's right there. Let's see what happens here. So I'll go to my shoot table that I made. And again, I'll look at my stats, make sure I got the right, let's see what I got for the gun. 6-shooter, yep. He takes out his 6-shooter with the walnut grip and the dragon engraving on it. And he lets one fly right for the chest of the robot, since that's the biggest target. So this is not a duel, so I'll go right to the shoot table. Roll 2d6. Let's see what happens here. Ten. 10 is a miss. Somehow he missed. Maybe when it was moving. He missed. So I'm going to cross off. Let's see here. He's got 6. Let's see how many bullets he's got. Should have rolled for ammo somewhere. I'm gonna have to roll for ammo. So excuse me, it was so frustrating. Let's see here. Character creation. Okay, 3d6. Got to roll 3d6 for the lead. We deal in lead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not bad. So he's got 6 in the pipe, and then or 6 in the, you know, in the round part of the revolver there. So, and he's got to load the rest. 3, 4, 5, 6. Loaded. And then 5. Unloaded. So cross off 1. Alright, since he took a shot, now it's the robot's turn. And the robot is going to... Now, according to the combat example, it just goes in and it hits. And you deduct it from your grit. So it's just an instant hit. Which is kind of strange. You know, it automatically hits. But let's take a look at its heart is blank, but it uses a fist, so it's a D6. Alright. So, hopefully I'm not wrong about this combat, but I think that's, reading from the combat example, it's just the mundane stuff hits and you just deduct it from the grit when it's mundane weapons. 4. So it hits Blake. But does it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to assign both of them a number. Blake's 1, 2. Andre's 3, 4. And I roll a D4. That way we get some randomness about what it hits. Since it's on the fritz, it doesn't quite know what's going on. Okay, it's going to hit Andre. Because I rolled a 3. I'll say 1, 2, 3 to 4. Alright, it's going to do 4. So he's down to 2 grit. He's hanging in there. And now it is Andre's turn. So Andre's going to take a shot at it. And he's got a regular revolver. And I'm going to roll on his weapons here. The weapon card. Shoot table. $2d6. 3. 3 maximum damage. So the maximum damage for his revolver, let me look on, let's see, I don't know if I have this on here, the like a damage card, so I have to look it up real quick. I think it's a 6. Let me see. Six-shooter damage. It is a D8. So he does maximum damage. He blows this thing away because it doesn't have that much grit. And the grit is 4, and its strength, which would, so we go right into its strength, I believe. Probably bypasses defense. It's 5. That's 4. So the defense, I'll just scratch that out. I think. Okay, 5. 6, 7, 8 minus 3, so it's down to 3 strength. Now that is a critical damage. It's critical damage, so you go to the critical damage table. Anytime you get into the strength area where you're reducing strength, it's a critical. And I don't think I have that card with me, or I can't find it right now. So we'll go to the critical damage table. which is it's all kind of scattered all over the place here. All these tables. That's why I try to streamline it. Critical damage. Once reduced to 0 grit, additional damage reduces strength and triggers critical damage. Roll under strength to avoid critical damage. Well, let's see if it avoids critical damage. I doubt it will. So the strength 6. Actually, hold on. It reduces the strength, so it's got to roll under a 3. Nope. Not even close. So critical damage. Look at it here. Okay, well, I couldn't find the critical damage table, so I'm just going to say it's incapacitated. Here I wrote down critical damage, incapacitated apart from crawling, weakly, grasping for life, stabilized with aid and rest, die within an hour. So yeah, good job there, Andre. Good job there, Andre. I don't know what got into me. I don't know how I missed that. But you just blew it away. Yep, well, it happens. So, they defeated that obstacle. Let's see what happens next. Let's go to clear encounter. Excursion size 1, I'd say yeah. I guess, because there's only one thing at least one enemy, if that's what it means. Yes, roll on D6 for resolution. So that's right here. So roll D6. One. Okay, that's good. We meet our objective. So, now the objective I was reading, the objective is that we are looking for this lost postman, and we could just kind of end it there. Now, I won't totally end the adventure there, but I could say we find him. And we find the postman there in the market. And then I could do a mythic roll to see why he's in the market. Yeah, I don't have that chart. It's on the phone there. What talks about all that. So many charts. It gets really kind of annoying with all these charts. So I got to streamline this a little bit better. Yeah, and so what I think I'll do is I'll wrap it up with a mythic card. And we find the postman there. And the next scene will be explaining why he's there, what happens next, and if Blake gets his $50 from Andre. And yeah, and then if he can find the way back to his own world. So let's wrap that up, and I'll go to the specifics here. So for the end of this scene, I'll just say that I'll write Blake and Andre encounter the robot on the Fritz. They destroy the robot and find the co-worker. And then this will be the conclusion. Why was he there? What state is he in? Maybe if he met like a man in black, he might be crazed or gone, he's just lost his mind or something like that. So yeah, see you in the next video. Sorry, this was a lot of this was a lot of going back and forth, but you know, I think with some more work, you know, that's why it's always good to kind of streamline a system. Try to get on a one sheet of paper if you can, or on some big cards, and write down the combat at least. But I'll see you in the next video to wrap things up. Keep solo questing. And thanks for watching.